Hey guys, we're back. It's our weekly Thursday spot with your BYWG team. It's Dr. Noah, Dr. Mike, and Dr. Wanda Lee. One of our slogans, mottos, one of our core objectives and goals is to make things easier, more simple, and more understandable. And we did this, and we created something called Immune Support Bundle. Now, we have 10 premium niche supplements, but we took the 3 most researched, efficacious supplements we have and put them in a bundle together to help you make an easy one-stop purchase to boost your immune system. Wandali?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about supporting our own defenses. So there's no like magical wand that anybody can wave and make everything go away.
Right.
But just like a championship game, what we're trying to do here is just be as strong a defense as possible. So no matter how much comes at us, whether it's this virus that everyone's talking about now, or just, everything else that's around us all the time, the normal flu, for heaven's sakes, this is just a way to kind of give your body as much of an advantage as possible. No guarantees that anything is going to make you healthy all the time forever, but you can certainly up your odds with things with really good research around it. And just as a quick reminder, because we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today, all of that research is on our website. So beyondyourwildestgenes.com. Each and every supplement has a full info sheet of why each ingredient is in there and what it does. And then there's also a link to a research library page about each and every ingredient and the actual evidence base that's behind that. Because it's surprising to people. You hear people say, oh, this, immune boosting is a waste of time. It's just charlatanship, and people are taking advantage of people being nervous and scared out there. And frankly, that's just showing that they haven't actually read the research that's out there. And we've given you every opportunity to educate yourself on what is really effective.
Yeah, the website is an incredible resource, and it's all right there. The immune support bundles, 15% off when you buy all 3 in combination, and free shipping. So let's dive in a little bit. Let's start with the simplest one. Let's start off with vitamin D3 Boost. Mike, this is our newest formulation. Can you talk about what makes this vitamin D3 supplement stand out amongst just about any other one on the market?
Well, there's a couple of things, Noah and Wandali, that are really important with vitamin D. Especially vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is the active form, but it really needs what's called a carrier. So if I could give you the example of, let's say vitamin D needs a buddy to make it work better than it is. A greater availability, bioavailability, greater absorption. And so vitamin D needs to stand at the bus stop and wait for what's called a carrier. And that carrier is medium chain triglyceride, MCT. It's a fat. And when vitamin D3 gets to go on that bus, it brings with it, in our vitamin D3 boost, vitamin K2, which is the activator for vitamin D. And the other powerhouse, what we have found in our research, is magnesium glycinate, which also allows for greater bioavailability. And when they all get on the bus, it turns it basically into this powerhouse that is really going to help with your immune support. We have the research to show. And it's so much better product than just D3 alone. So that's a big one.
Yeah, I mean, and it's really simple to use. We recommend 1 to 4 a day.
Yeah.
You could tailor that to your size. If you're 100 pounds, you might want to take 1 or 2. If you're 190 pounds, you could take 3 to 4. So it's really set up ideally for just about anybody to use. just to hit home, vitamin D3 is fascinating with its gene upregulation, with its immune boosting capabilities. It seems to activate the epithelial cells in the lining of the respiratory tract with antibodies. So it's just really a crucial supplement. And yes, you should still get outside and create your own natural vitamin D through your body. But this time of year, we still need to take and supplement with vitamin D on a regular basis. Any other thoughts, Wandalee?
No, I recommend 1,000 IUs per 50 pounds. That seems to be the current best recommendation, although there's some studies out of Europe that suggest that it probably should be higher than that. But for now, that's certainly safe and effective, and that would be a good place to start, as at 1,000 IUs per 50 pounds.
I agree totally. Now, the second in the immune support bundle is your favorite and probably our bestseller, and that would be Stress Rebalancer. Do you want to hit home with that, Wandalee, a little bit?
Well, I mean, that could be a whole hour conversation, but yeah, as everybody knows, if they've been listening to this at all, Stress Rebalancer is my go-to supplement. I take it almost every day, not quite every day anymore, because I've been taking it for about 1.5 years, and so my body's much more regulated. One of the key things with any kind of immune system support, and we talked a little bit about it this last week, is sleep. And for me, this is the supplement that improves my sleep the most. It also has a number of adaptogens in there to help regulate the adrenal system, which is a part of the cascade in some aspects of immunity. So there's oodles of good ingredients in there when it comes to that. But we know that stress depresses the immune system. Cortisol depresses the immune system. So by being able to reduce your levels of cortisol, that will give you a better fighting chance. So ashwagandha is obviously one of our key ingredients in terms of that. Also rhodiola and theanine, those are all in there. We do have some vitamin D, a little bit more magnesium, because again, that's just one of those things that helps everything work better together. And it's something that you can really notice the difference, I think, within days and weeks.
Any thoughts, Mike, on Stress Rebalancer from your perspective?
Wandalee hit the big ones on that with the ashwagandha, the theanine, and the rhodiola, but it also includes a lot of other things that help support those three. When you talk about it has the B vitamins in it, which Mercola just came out with a really good article. Who did he interview for that? Noah, do you remember the guy's name? It's a great article. We'll include that.
I don't remember what the article.
We'll put the link in.
Yeah, we'll put the link in. But talked about B5 and vitamin D. They're really, really important. So we've included this in Stress Rebalancer. And I think that they're again overlooked, but we've got to really work on bringing our stress level to a manageable level, and it's really hard today because everything that you see, it seems like it's just out of control. So by bringing your stress level down, Stress Rebalancer is one of those awesome things. And the beautiful thing about ashwagandha and rhodiola is if you're too high, if a level is too high, it brings it down. But the opposite of that too is if you're too low, it brings it up, and that's the beauty of those two adaptogens. So what do you think, Noah?
Yeah, and there's a couple other things that we didn't mention in Stress Rebalancer that has a long history of boosting your immune system and fighting the common cold, and that would be vitamin C. Vitamin C is in there, as well as vitamin A. Vitamin A has an enormous immune boosting capability. And lastly, Dr. Mike talked about the D3, B5 combination for better sleep. Well, Chris Kresser also had a recent podcast talking about the coronavirus, and he mentioned rhodiola as something to consider taking when trying to boost your immune system. So we're really above the curve and really hitting every single aspect of how to help your body get stronger in light of this. Final one is Immune Boost, which we really solely designed for this exact issue. And there's a plethora of things in Immune Boost that we haven't even talked about yet. And one of the things that a lot of natural substances do is they don't let viruses attach or get into your cells to infect your cells. And that's what zinc does. That's what elderberry does as well. And those are in Immune Boost. So another avenue to protect yourself. Any other thoughts on Immune Boost, Mike?
Well, you should really be the one to talk about it, but I think the the big I want to say 50 millimeter cannon on this one is the Maitake mushroom. You just want to go into that real quick, Noah?
Yeah,
You're the expert.
Functional mushrooms have a long history of boosting immune system with a specific polysaccharide that they have called beta glucans that kind of activate your natural killer cells. And we had a couple of different options we could have chose here, but the research is really strong on Maitake mushroom as an immune boosting natural killer killing substance. So boosting substance. So that's really in there as well. Wendell, your thoughts on Immune Boost?
Well, a couple of other ingredients. The olive leaf is also one of those ones that helps prevent viruses from binding at the cell wall membrane. So it weakens the microorganism that's attacking. Hi, Cooper. I hear you sniffling and snorting.
Seriously, he's got his football. He wants to go play football.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
So those are good. Echinacea, it probably has the biggest body of research on our reference sheet. They're actually meta-analysis. So when it's a meta-analysis research paper that we put up there, and both of them are, it's a combination of multiple studies over a longer period of time. It's probably one of the most proven out there. And of course, beta glucans. If you Google beta glucans, there is a raft of information. I've been reading so much since we've been working on this supplement over the last 6 months or so. And its ability to up-level macrophage, which is your first kind of, think of it as the Cookie Monster going in there and kind of eating away at all of these nasty things coming in. These are just natural ways to give your body a bigger fighting chance. And, not specifically designed to treat any one thing. It just gives us a big arsenal of defense.
Yeah, the final thing that we didn't talk, well, two things we didn't talk about, glutathione, which is a huge antioxidant, which is really important to immune boost, and we didn't talk about selenium either. Now, selenium is really interesting. What I found out recently is that many viruses, and I'm not sure if the coronavirus does this or not, but many viruses sequester for themselves selenium. So they go into your body and they start taking up all your selenium. And what that does is it helps the virus and it decreases your immune system. So of course we had to add some selenium into the formula as well to help prevent that as well.
And one thing that people are probably thinking is, can I take all of these together? There's some overlap, they all have vitamin D3 in them, and, they all have some vitamin C in them. And they're designed that you can take them together, and you're not going to get too much of any one thing if you do that. So just to sort of reinforce that it's safe and effective, taking these things together. 1 immune boost a day, 2 to 3 stress rebalancers a day, and however much vitamin D you need to top up to your 1,000 IUs per 50 pounds is perfectly acceptable.
Absolute beautiful symphony of these 3 supplements, and it's up. You can get it on our website. It's, like we said, 15% off, free shipping, ready to ship, ready to help you navigate this nasty flu season. Any other thoughts?
That's it for me.
All right. Be awesome and never awesome, and stay healthy out there, guys. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave us a message.
See you next week.
Ciao.